Hello everybody, welcome to the second video in our addition unit, where we are going to work together and answer the question, how can I add multi-digit numbers using the partial sums method? Now our partial sums method, everybody, is quite different from the first video where we were using that standard algorithm or that traditional way of adding numbers, where instead today we're actually going to be using place value to add different places together to still come up with a sum, right? That sum, which is an answer to an addition problem. So without further ado, let's get going. Make sure you have your organizer set up and ready to go. And on to the next slide. Okay, so I'm going to use the same exact problems that I used with the first video, and that will help you see the connection with how these methods are somewhat similar and somewhat not similar, okay? Somewhat, different from one another, okay? So basically to begin, what I now have to be thinking, instead of just there's a ones column and a tens column, I'm actually going to be working from left to right as I do this, okay? And I'm then going to be thinking about my prior knowledge in place value and particularly expanded form. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to think of 32. I'm going to place 32 in expanded form. 30 plus 2, because I have 3 tens that are worth 30, 2 ones that are worth 2. I'm going to then go to the bottom number on the floor here. I'm going to look at 67. I know that 6 tens is the same as 60, and 7 ones, right, are 7. I'm going to go ahead and draw my line here. And there's no regrouping involved because you're just dealing with expanded form now. So I'm going to then take the 2 and the 7, add them together, which I simply get 9. I'm actually going to bring my addition signs, my plus sign, down here. Okay. Now I'm going to add the tens. Okay. And I have 30 and 60, or 3 tens and 6 tens, equal 9 tens, which also equals 90. Okay. So then my final answer is not 90 plus 9, but if I put it back into standard form, I know that that is 99. Okay, so for practice problem 1, I still have the old problem over here, but now the new one, I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, so just follow along. Make sure you follow along your organizer. Now, here we go. So 37, I know that's 3 tens and 7 ones, and 37 in expanded form is 30 plus 7. Okay, and 29 is 2 tens and 9 ones, so 2 tens are worth 20. 9 ones are worth 9. Okay, now thinking back to the other video, with the traditional method, you would take 9 plus 7, okay, and you put the ones down here. We're not going to do that today. Instead, we're going to take 7 plus 9, which equals 16. And we're going to put all 16 ones right here, okay? All right, so we got 16. Bring my addition sign down here. I'm going to add 3 tens and 2 tens, which equals 5 tens, or 50. And now I'm simply going to combine 5 tens and 16 ones, which is a lot friendlier to add mentally. And I know that 50 plus 16 equals 66. And there's my final answer of 37 plus 29. For practice problem 1, you're going to add 27 plus 86, and I want you again to use that partial sums method, right? Taking the parts of each place's sum. Alrighty, and so go ahead, add it, use the other problems, the other model problems, use those as an example, which means you can rewind me, your teacher, okay? And use it to help you solve this one. So hit pause button, solve it on your own on your organizer, hit play, and you'll see it solved. Okay, so welcome back, folks. Hope that it worked out okay for you. And you'll see that I took 27, put it in expanded form, 86, put that in expanded form, and then I added each partial sum. 20 plus 80 is equals 100, 7 plus 6 equals 13, use that friendly mental addition to then get an answer of 113. All right, so for practice problem 2, we're going to take it a step further, but it's really just one extra step. The same process that you used to solve the other 3 problems is applied here. So again, take your best shot, pause me, and then solve it on your own, press play, and you'll see the solution. Okay, so welcome back. What you all can see that I did over here, if I just change the pointer here to a different color, right, is that I took the 2 and 246, put it right here, put the 4, which are 4 tens, which equals 40, and 6, which is 6 ones, worth 6 right here. I did the same thing for the 3-digit number on the floor right here. Once I added up each individual place, okay, I made sure I lined everything up neatly here, and I did 6 plus 6 is 12, 40 plus 80 equals 120, 200 plus 300 equals 500. This might work for you if you're looking for numbers that are easy on the brain, easy to add. They seem like big numbers, but the basic facts are always the same. Now, I need to go ahead and put this number back into standard form. And I know that I have a 500 here, I have a 100 here, okay? So now that's going to give me 600. I have, let's see, 110. I have no tens, rather, I'm sorry. 2 tens and another 10. So that's 3 tens. All right. And let's see, no ones, 2 ones. So my final answer for 246 plus 386 equals 632. Okay, so remember, practice problem 3, you have 2 practice problems to solve independently, and these are things that we will then go over in class and correct. You have 25 plus 69, and then you have 247 plus 163. Make sure that you use partial sums, which means putting all these numbers in expanded form, okay, to get each partial sum, and then you'll get your final sum or your final answer. So again, solve these independently. Thank you for joining me. I hope this helped. And as our wrap up, once again, we went ahead and we tried to add a different way, and we actually used partial sums, okay, as opposed to that traditional way of doing it or the standard algorithm way. So again, the question is how can I add multi-digit numbers using the partial sums method?